Boom! What's up, everyone? What's going on? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Everybody listen up, whether you're watching me live right here, you're maybe viewing this live stream later on this evening. I've been coming on these live streams for a while now, talking about the opportunity in the markets right now and how I believe that you had until sometime until maybe 2023 before we get a recession here in the United States. And then comes the opportunity to buy companies like Amazon and Tesla and Nvidia and all those companies that we love so much for the future at huge discounts. I thought that those opportunities were going to kick in throughout that time period. And I've been saying that between now and then, you have time to learn how to actively trade, whether it's day trading or swing trading, as the market is flooded with volatility. And with that comes opportunity. Volatility equals opportunity. The idea here is that you can actively day or swing trade between now and then, build up a nice cash reserve so that when the time comes to begin adding to your long-term portfolios, you guys be ready. It's all about a huge transfer of wealth that's about to take place, as it always has since every time the stock market gives or experiences any type of significant decline. Stock market doesn't crash every day. Okay. Stock market does not crash every day, does not crash every year. As a matter of fact, if you look back just over time and you start to just kind of look at what we've seen in the overall markets, you've experienced a 20% decline in the S&P. You guys can go back and you can count literally on one hand how many times the S&P has fallen that 20% or more time. We can go all the way back to the early 1990s, and you can count on one hand how many times that has happened. Okay, you literally can count on one hand how many times that, and then you had a decline here in 15 and 16. Right, that was nowhere near as severe though. Okay, that was not a 20% decline. That was more around like I think 12 or 15% if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so you can count really on one hand how many times since the 1990s that the market has declined 20% or more. Okay, so this is not something that occurs often. And look, for the last 2 years, you could have put every single stock on the S&P. You could have put them up on the wall. You could have closed your eyes. You could have threw a dart into the wall. And whatever leg you landed on, you could have just bought that stock. Last year, you could have made money. And that is not normal. That part of this is not normal. Okay? But what an opportunity that volatility was to get yourselves cashed up and ready for the opportunity that I believe is now right here sitting in front of our face. Everything that's happening over the world, whether it's COVID, inflation, the Fed, recession, war, monkeypox, all of these things provide volatility and opportunity in the financial markets if you are educated. For example, let's assume you started trading with True Trading Group maybe at the beginning of 2019, and you would have spent the year learning and honing your skills as a trader and investor. So when the stock market actually crashed in 2020 because of COVID, you'd be positioned to understand the importance of buying that dip in some of the major companies that I believe can build wealth for people over the next 3, 5, 10 years. That could have laid an incredible nest egg for you and for your family. And then you could have actively traded AMC, GME, NIO, and some of these others and taken advantage of the huge run-ups, but also taken advantage of the huge declines instead of a lot of people just holding on for dear life and never taking any profit and then watching all of that money just completely disappear now in 2022. You could have avoided the noise on Twitter and the noise on Reddit. You would have been able to have known to not invest in Dogecoin or Shibu, but rather trade those things and then take that cash and then stack it aside for the inevitable crash that we are now experiencing, the opportunity that will soon be before us again. Now, listen, I'm not a psychic. I got no inside information. I do not have a special indicator that tells me this. I'm educated and I've been trading and investing for over 15 years. And I am, however, though, human. And because I'm human, I have the ability to be wrong. And in this case, I think I was wrong. But first, let me tell you guys, I think it's a little bit more important to understand who it is that you're talking to. All right. I have more experience than probably 90% of the YouTube finance gurus that are out there. My name is Michael Edward. I've been trading and investing for over 15 years, and I began my career working for a fund in New York City. It was my first job out of college, and then 2008 happened. That was the Great Recession and the stock market crash, but that was also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, since 2016, my team and I, of 8 other professional trading moderators, have helped thousands of members from all over the world, from all walks of life, achieve their financial goals. Anyone that has been on these streams before and have not joined True Trading Group, we got something very special for you that I will bring my partner Adam on later to actually help me announce it. So anyone that's not a member of True Trading Group, but you've been on these live streams in the past, I got something special for you guys. And my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group, Adam, is going to come on. He's going to help me share that announcement with you guys just a little bit later on in this live stream. But like I said to you before, I actually, I'm human, and because I'm human, sometimes I'm going to be wrong. And I'll tell you what I was wrong about. I thought we had more time. I thought we would have maybe till the end of this year, maybe going into 2023. But I strongly believe that the bottom of this market is going to come a lot sooner. And the sooner the bottom comes, the sooner that we can stabilize, and the sooner that we can actually start moving ourselves back up. And I now think that we have more than a likely chance to bottom out this summer. So within the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months, I think the markets are going to go through its bottoming phase and its bottoming process. And then I think towards the end of this year, going into the fall and winter, I think you get a little bit of a rally, and I think we take back not all of the decline. I don't think we go back to all-time highs, but I do believe the markets in December will be higher than where they are in June and July. That I do believe. Okay. Now, what that means for you is that time is running out. The time to get involved in this action is running out. It's running out fast. That window of opportunity is beginning to close. You all have a choice to make tonight, and I'm going to give you guys kind of the facts that go along with that choice, and then it's up to you in order to decide. Because right now you have a chance to get involved in some real wealth building, and it doesn't matter how much you're currently down in your portfolios or how much time you have or how much time you don't have. You can make this work. I think you should make this work. And for those that can understand how I can be talking about, how could this guy be talking about opportunities and wealth building when you have inflation and recession and all these crazy headlines that are just dominating, the news cycle. And when I just showed you guys before, and I'll pull it up again, just as another point of reference, I'll pull it up again for you. When we take a look at my charts over here, when you guys take a look at this SPY, you know what the constant here is? Even if you go back all the way to the 1920s, go all the way back to the 1920s, go to the early 1900s, okay? Go all the way back to when the stock market was first created. And what you will notice every single time from literally the early 1900s till today, every single time that the stock market has declined more than 20% in a single year, it has proven to be a tremendous long-term buying opportunity. And it has provided opportunities for savvy, educated, and patient investors, an opportunity to build real wealth for them and their families. And I believe that this time around is going to be absolutely no different. Oh, you get these people that say, oh no, but this time it's different. This time it's different. Well, during the COVID crash, I heard this time was different, right? During 2018, the taper tantrum, we heard that this time it was different. Okay. During 2015, 2016, during 08, 09, during the dot-com bubble crash, during the 80s, right? All of these times in the past, we've heard reasons why it's different. And yes, things are different because it's a different catalyst that's causing the markets to go down. But one thing remains constant, and it's remained constant throughout history, and that is that every single one of those moments where the markets went down more than 20% in a single year, every single one of them proved to be long-term buying opportunities. You've got two choices. Choice number one, sit back and do absolutely nothing during this time period. Watch your IRA, your 401k, watch those long-term portfolios bleed out. And then eventually panic, freak out, sell near the bottom because you're scared of watching you lose all of your money. Or choice number two is for you to actually get educated and seize this moment and do what is needed to have the best chance to build wealth for yourself. Forget about Lamborghinis, mansions, yachts, private jets, forget about all that stupid stuff. Okay, all that stupid stuff you see on social media with everyone that says, oh, look at me in my private jet that I rented. Look at me, my Lamborghini. Follow me and you can buy a Lamborghini too. No. Okay, that's not what we're talking about. Listen, I like Lamborghinis and private jets just as much as anybody else, but how about paying your bills stress-free? What about maybe paying off your home? Maybe going to the grocery store without having to sweat when you get to the checkout counter because you're scared of how much those groceries are going to cost you in this environment. Or maybe driving down the road and saying, I don't really give a damn that gas is $5 a gallon, because you're in a financial position where you can actually afford it and not have to worry about it. That's the wealth building that I'm talking about here with you now. I'm fully transparent in True Trading Group. I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't shove sensationalism down your throat, okay, to make you guys feel like this is something you're going to join True Trading Group and you're just going to make millions of dollars. No, let's actually work on building wealth like this first, and then we can work our way up to there. We can all, focus on learning, trading, and profiting together. Guys, tonight's live stream is going down as follows. We're going to start things off with a 20-minute Q&A session. I'm going to give some time for people to log on. We got a beautiful bounce back day in the overall markets today, and we called this. We called this to the T last night on the live stream. If you guys have been following our live streams, if you guys tuned in last night, okay, Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we went live right here on this YouTube channel, as I do every single Sunday night. I go live at 8:30 p.m. I give you my entire outlook for the week. And I told you last night that I believed we were about to experience a bear market rally, where I said I believe that over the next couple of days that I thought the markets were going to move higher. We got a quick little, it's like a 2-minute video clip. This is from last night's live stream. I want to go ahead real quick, guys. I want to play this clip. If you are still not subscribed to this YouTube channel, you got to do so now. You got to turn on your notifications because this is stuff that you continue to miss out on. Guys, let's go ahead right now and let's play that clip from last night. All right, guys. So back to the SPY. I believe we are going to bounce now. All right. Now, we have been bearish for the last 2 months. We had 2 moments where we were actually bullish for very brief moments in time because we were active traders. And that was right there where we looked for upside. And that was right here where we looked for upside. And we were right in both instances and looking for that upside. But those were quick sentiment shifts. And they're what's called bear market rallies. That's what that means, a bear market rally. Bear market rallies means the overall trend is to the downside, but within that downward move, there's very violent moves to the upside. That's what a bear market rally is. That's what we've seen those last 2 previous times. One right here and one right here. I believe we're about to get another one. I believe we are about to get another move in the market that's going to look something like this. That's going to make everyone feel like the bottom is in. I think that we are going to get a bounce back in the overall markets. I mean, not this severe. These are not meant to be like daily candles. I'm just kind of showing you kind of the area that I think the markets can maybe get to. I think the markets could get to, somewhere around like 406, 407. Okay, I think the markets can maybe get up into this range. I'm looking for a little bit of a bounce back. So what I'm actually doing now, okay, is for this week, I think that you might see me make money this week in call options. We've made a lot of money in put options so far in 2022. All right. I think that this week, I think we're going to turn it around. We're going to flip it and we're going to look for some upside over the next, couple of days. And I think that you can see the SPY back over 400 and we're going to get some call options. We're going to ride that move to the upside. But again, we're not going to be greedy with it. I think we only get up to like 406, 407, but a lot of money to be made for us as traders during that move. And there you have it, folks. That's from last night's live stream. I got a quick question. My TG members, if you guys made money on calls today, I'd like to know. I want you guys to sound off in chat. All my TG fam, if you guys made money on calls today, tell me about it. I want to know right in chat. We also talked about that $394 level. You guys remember intraday, we were talking about watch that 394 bounce, watch that 394 bounce, and you got a beautiful midday pullback reset test and bounce off of a key support level that was 394. All right, and that was a a day in the life of perfume says you called it. I also made money on SPY calls. That's beautiful. They're just 2 weeks into their membership. That person's just 2 weeks into their membership and is already able to capitalize. On some of the analysis that we have going on there in chat. So congratulations, day in the life of perfume. Look at this. We got Chris, Molly. Yes, look at this. Driller B, Jose, Mikey B, 20% for Cane Dog. Marco hit it. Yes. I love it. I love that you guys were able to capitalize on this. I love it. I love it. Skyburst, Kamal. Good stuff, guys. Good. So a lot of people were able to capitalize on that analysis in the overall markets. Very nicely done. Congrats. Donkey Kong 2.0, thanks Mike, made money on the SPY. Lucy got some Apple calls. B. Mundal, he got some as well. Jack Lester made some money on the SPY. Carolyn, Stratagem made $1,000 today. 20% gain for Greenman. Beautiful. I don't need to continue to read these posts, but you guys get the point. The point is that teaching members are able to take the analysis that the moderators and I provide, and they're able to then use that analysis coupled with the education that they have gathered and gained from the educational material that's on our platform, which is a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned and what I was taught when I worked at the fund. And they're able to use that to confidently place trades on their own. And that's what True Trading Group is really having the ability. Now, you guys can follow all of the moderators' trades if you want. We give you all of our trade alerts. We give it to you in real time. We tell you what we're doing before we do it. But our goal is to teach you how to fish, to teach you to have the ability to actually identify opportunities and capitalize on analysis that is given. And that's where I think traders will realize their full potential. So congratulations, my TTG fam. Guys, we're going to post for anyone that's curious. Speaking of the curriculum, we're going to post. Joe, do me a favor, Joe. Can you post the syllabus in chat? Do me a favor. Yeah, do me a favor, Joe. Just post a syllabus in chat. Anyone that's curious about what you will learn as a member of TTG, we're going to post the syllabus right now in chat. So you guys could, we'll post the syllabus right now so you guys can see what you'll learn when you go through all of our courses. All right. All right, guys, let's fire away. Let's go through. Let's begin that Q&A session. Don't be shy. Do not be embarrassed. There is no such thing as a stupid question. Okay. There's no such thing as a stupid question. All right. So asking questions is how you learn. So begin typing questions in chat right now, guys. Let's go ahead. Let's begin that Q&A. Nice. Way to go, Kevin. Kevin Badai got 25% gain on, which one was that? CBIO. I don't think any of the mods even traded CBIO today. Nicely done. That's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. I don't think any of the mods traded. I mean, I know I didn't. I don't think any of the mods traded CBIO today. What made you change your mind in regards to when market bottoms? Because I believe that the markets have, I think the Fed has done a good job of communicating what its movements will be with regards to monetary policy. I think the Fed has really just put it all out there. There's no surprise on what the Fed's going to do. The whole world knows what the Fed is going to do. And I believe the markets have priced that all in. And I don't think that there is anything else that's really going to JD did. Okay, so JD did trade CBIO. So one of our mods did trade CBIO. It looks like JD traded CBIO. Nicely done. Or Jay Downing. Okay, someone's saying, I mean, they both have the same initials. So anyway, one of our guys, with Jay Downing or JD, I'm not sure which one it is. Some people are saying Jay Downing, some people just say JD. Okay. All right, guys. So that's with CBIO. Completely lost my train of thought as we're going over this. What made you change your mind in regards to when the market bottoms? Because I believe that the Fed has shown its hand, and I believe that the initial move that we've gotten to the downside was the markets pricing in monetary policy tightening and increasing interest rates. I believe that all of that is priced in now. Right? I believe the markets have declined because of that. Now you have a growth scare where the markets are starting to get fearful of how much is the economy going to be able to grow over the next year. And that becomes kind of the second phase of the sell-off and the pricing in that the markets are going to try to do. The markets are a discount mechanism. Stock market's a discount mechanism. So the markets try to, price out where we're going to be 6 months from now. That's really how the stock market works. So as you get into now the second half of the year and the Fed goes through their monetary policy tightening and they reduce their balance sheet, they increase their interest rates and so on, I believe that you're going to start to get GDP fears, growth fears, and earnings estimates coming down. And that could be the next little wave that can price us in for a global slowdown or potential recession in the United States by the end of this year, or that recession may come, maybe that recession comes next year, but the market will then start pricing that in, or at least will try to price that in 6 months prior. So that's why I believe that we're going to be looking at a bottom for this year, somewhere between now and like the beginning of August. So over the next couple of months is kind of where I think the markets bottom themselves out. Also, when you go back in history, the markets have already come down 20%, and it's only May. The worst year in history was a 38% decline in the S&P 500, and that was 2008. So this year, we are already down 20. Well, not anymore. We had a bounce back today, so now we're down like 16 or so. But we were down 20 at one point. To be down 20% by May, I am making a lot of comparisons with the market now to the market in the 70s. And in 1970, you had, by July, the S&P 500 was down 27% by July. Okay. Now, that same year, the market went on to finish the year down 0.9%. That's it. We were down 0.9% in 1970. But if you check the markets in July of 1970, the S&P was down 27%. If you check the markets on December 31st, the S&P was down 0.9%. And I think we are going to get very, very, very similar price action as you saw in 1970. You're going to get very similar price action, I believe, this year. I do not believe the markets go all the way to finish the year only down 0.9%. But I think you probably have a situation where the markets get to where we're down 25% on the S&P and finish the year maybe only down 8 or 9%, maybe 10%. That is what I think you're going to actually see happen here in 2022, which means that the bottom would be occurring literally within the next couple of weeks to couple months. And that's kind of what has my stance and my beliefs on where the markets are going to go from here. And that's how I've kind of come to that conclusion. So I hope that makes sense. Are you keeping AGRI on your watch list with ag plays doing well today? Yes, I am. I am going to keep AGRI on my watch list. And as long as the stock stays above $3, you really got to pay attention to it. Ag plays are going to be where it's at over the next year. You're going to get a food shortage with this whole wheat and grain issue. It's a huge topic of discussion at Davos. Amongst all of your business leaders, your global business leaders are all meeting at Davos for that conference. And it's one of the main topics that they're discussing. And everything that's going on with Russia and Ukraine, there's going to be issues with wheat. Okay, so it's going to create some food shortages. So you're going to be looking at some of these agriculture companies like AGRI is one of them. Also Mosaic, MOS. You got CF Industries. You also have a bunch of like vertical farming type of companies. These are companies that you're going to want to pay attention to over the next year because that food shortage, I believe, is just, it's already underway, and it's just a matter of time before that gets worse. And that provides opportunity for traders on these agriculture stocks. So these are stocks that, I think that like AGRI, Mosaic, I'm bullish on those companies, guys, as we go into like the second half of this year. No, the SPY did not just bounce to 408. Zoom Video just came out with earnings, and I guess they're actually better than expected. Zoom Video is up 15% right now, guys, after hours. That's a nice surprise. That stock's been beaten to death. Look at this. This stock was once $575, went all the way down to 85. Yuck. A little bit of a bounce there, back to 103. So Zoom Video showing signs of life. Showing signs of life. Hey, Mike, as a swing trader, what strategies can we use in the bear market? Can we still find long opportunities, or we have to adopt options or short strategies? Thanks. Nah, Adrian, there's always a bull market somewhere, brother. Always, always, always. As a swing trader, all you could have done this year would just be long energy stocks. That's all you had to do there. Energy is the place to be this year. The energy sector is up 50% in 2022. It's the leading industry or sector of the S&P by far. And if you guys were members of True Trading Group, on January 2nd, I published a 16-page report that actually listed the energy sector as my number one pick this year. And, you know, we went overweight energy stocks this year inside True Trading Group in the long-term portfolios. And it's turned out to be a very, very good decision. And it is just been a trade so far that's just been dominating. So, you know, there's long opportunities there. There's also long opportunities, like I said, in agriculture. You take a look at a company like Mosaic, right? You take a look at a company like CF. You can see like these are some of the companies that I believe are going to continue to do well throughout the rest of this year. So if you're a swing trader and you like being long, I would just look at agriculture. I would look at energy, and I would look for long opportunities there. But also, there's also inverse ETFs. Like you can take a look at like the SQQQ. Now, this is an ETF that goes up in value as the NASDAQ goes down. So even if we get another leg to the downside and you want to implement a swing trading strategy or style, you can go long SQQQ, and SQQQ will go higher as the overall markets go down. You also have UVXY. UVXY is an ETF that tracks the VIX. So as the VIX goes up, UVXY will also go up. All right. So these are just some other things that you can go long if you want to go long and you'd rather not trade options or short. But in this environment, when markets and stocks go down, some people don't realize that there's a lot of money that could be made on the way down. And that could be by buying put options. And if you don't know how to trade options, don't sweat it. The team and I and the mods, we will teach you guys how to trade options. We have courses dedicated to options. We have moderators that focus on options. I mean, you'll learn how to trade options as a member of TTG. Matter of fact, I'd say, you know, most of the members in True Trading Group probably had no idea what an option even was before they joined TTG. And now they're making money trading options on a consistent basis. So you'll learn how to trade options. And like you said, you could short, but a lot of different things you can do and a lot of different ways to make money when the markets go down. You don't just have to sit back and be a prisoner. Get out there. Grab control of your own financial situation. Don't just sit there and let the markets, you know, don't just float around in an ocean of waves. Turn on that engine and get moving and where you want to go. All right, guys, next question. Hey, my PG fam, when do you think is the best time to start following the trade alerts? Should I wait until I finish every courses or use what I learned and trade with small size? Hamed, I always suggest to people that when they join True Trading Group, and everybody gets very excited when they join True Trading Group, and some people feel like, oh man, I'm joining TTG and finally I got a guy who, you know, worked at a hedge fund and I'm just going to do everything that he does. My advice is for you to actually take the time to go through the courses first and then use our simulator. That is the advice that I give to every single person that joins True Trading Group for the first time. And you're just like, you're new, you're a new trader, you're new at this, you're trying to learn. Don't just jump right in and start throwing your money and try to follow everything that moderators are doing, because there's certain things you need to learn about proper position size and proper risk management that you'll learn going through the courses. Use the simulator that we have. It's free with your membership. Okay. It's used at colleges all across the country. It's used at Berkeley Haas, Illinois Tech. It's used at Cal State Fullerton. So it's used at a bunch of different universities. Use that simulator, guys. You'll let you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data. So this way you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. That simulator costs like nearly $1,000 a year. It's free with your membership to True Trading Group. Yours is free, and it's available for the entire length of your membership. All right, guys, next question. Right, I think Uber would be good long term. I don't own Uber. There's a lot of people on the street that are pretty bullish on Uber. A lot of people are bullish on Uber. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm not bearish on Uber. I'm not bearish, but it's not up there with like, you know, my best ideas. I wouldn't mind, you know, owning it, but it's not something I want to short. It's just not up there with my top ideas. But I'd say I like it for the long term. It's just not one of my top ideas. But I would say I like it for the long term. If I was one of those suckers who bought at the highs late last year, should I just hold them or sell them at a loss? Don't need the money now. Lisa, it depends on what it is that you're holding. And first, you're not a sucker. You just didn't know any better. You know, last year was tough. Last year was tough for people that didn't know what they were doing. And it was tough because it was so easy to make money. And that's what made it so tough. And the reason why it made it so tough, because it gave everybody that got involved in the markets over the last 2 years, it gave them a complete false sense of reality on how the stock market works. And not even just the stock market. Look at the crypto markets. Like all these people that were like buying NFTs, and, you know, you buy an NFT for, you know, $1,000, and all of a sudden it's worth $300,000. NFTs are down like 90%. You know, people that went in and they bought Dogecoin and Shibu and all these other things, and they didn't know any better to actually take profit. It didn't matter what you bought last year. Everything just went up. And that created a lot of really bad habits. And it got people thinking that stocks only go up. It got people thinking to just every time that a stock goes down, I'll just buy more because stocks only go up, right? Wrong. And a lot of people that made a lot of money over the last 2 years, they lost all of it this year because they didn't know any better. They didn't have an education. They followed the wrong advice. They went on Twitter and they went on Reddit and they followed some person whose name is Mambo Jams Kitty Cat. We're going to find that person one day. Mambo Jams Kitty Cat said that this stock is going to go to the moon, and Dogecoin is going to go to $1, and Shiba Inu is going to go to, you know, 10 cents, and, you know, GameStop's going to 1,000, and, you know, AMC is going to 400, and just hold. And, you know, and the people that just held on to those things just got hurt. You know, if you were in True Trading Group getting a real education last year, there's a good chance you guys actually killed it, because you would have actually taken profits off on all the positions that you guys were trading and not just held on to them. There are certain stocks that I believe will never see last year's valuations ever again. Okay. You know, ever again. So there are some things that I don't think are ever going to recover, but there's other things that have gone down also that I think will recover to those levels and then some. Like you take a look at a stock, like I'll take a look at like AMD, for example. AMD sitting at $95 in 2021. The stock went to 160. Now, do I believe that AMD will one day go back to 160? I believe AMD is going to 250 within the next, you know, maybe 5 years. I think you're looking at AMD as a $250 stock. Same thing with, you know, you look at a company like NVIDIA. NVIDIA was a $320 stock in 2021. Now it's at 170. Well, I believe that NVIDIA is going to be a $400, $500 stock 5 to 7 years from now. So there's stocks out there that I do believe recover, but also go higher. There's other companies and stocks out there that I don't think ever see those valuations ever again. So it really depends on what you own and what you got into last year. And you really got to take a look at the quality of what you own. You know, if it's Sheeb or Doge or anything like that, or if it's like Zoom Video or Peloton, like Peloton's never going to go back to that valuation ever again. Speaking of holding at the top, for the shares in AMC, GME, or ATER that was brought high, should I be selling them at a major, major loss? I mean, listen, I can't tell you guys, you know, I can give you my advice and what I would do if it was my money, but you know, I don't believe AMC or GameStop are going to go back to those levels that you saw in 2021, and they're going to go back to those valuations. I don't think it's going to happen. Not to say that they can't move higher from here, but if they do move higher, I would just use that opportunity to just drop out of the positions that you're holding on to that you want to throw up every time that you take a look at them. I don't think they're going to go back to the levels that they saw. Like, I don't think AMC is going back to 75. I don't think GameStop's going back to 400. But maybe I'm wrong, right? I could be wrong, but I don't think that's going to happen. So you gotta start to think about, you know, what your own portfolio looks like, and if that's money that would be better spent somewhere else. Like if I'm saying if, right? Well, use this as a hypothetical. This is not the case. I do not own AMC or GameStop. But let's say I owned those stocks. Okay. I feel more confident in the next 3 to 5 years of price action in NVIDIA than I do GameStop. So I'd rather take that money out and put it into NVIDIA, just as an example. That's me. That's my personal opinion. That's what I would do if it was my money. But I don't own ATER, AMC, or GameStop. So tougher for me to say. You know, whatever money is left that you have there, you know, is it better on the sidelines or is it better in the game is kind of really comes down to. And I would rather see that money put to use somewhere else that I think has better value. Is it really, Mark? Like, define running. Shit, that is running. I would call that running. 1450 on VERU. I do like VERU. We're going to have VERU on the watch list. Mark, thanks for bringing this up. You know, I do like this VERU as a potential squeeze. This is one that we're going to put up here on the watch list. $17, major level of resistance for VERU. We just climbed back up to 1450. We're kind of squeezing here after hours. Thank you, Mark. We're going to put this one on the watch list. This will be a stock that I'll be focused on. We traded VERU, remember, last week. We made some good money on VERU when the stock had that run from 13 up to 16. We made some money on VERU then. Now you had this little 3-day pullback, a nice engulfing candle today. We engulfed Friday's entire action, and then I would look to see if there's some more upside there. I see some people didn't like my AMC GameStop comment. Bro, you're making yourself real questionable, someone says. I think if I looked at your AMC and GameStop holdings, that would look more questionable. So VERU is going to be on the watch list. All right. VERU will be on the watch list for tomorrow. Is there an inverse correlation between sound companies being traded up and small caps running hot? Not really. No, not really. You know, small caps have been really, really cold for the last several months. And I'll tell you, I'll honestly tell you this, and the reason why I do strongly believe that small caps have been cold is because small caps are really predominantly moved by retail traders. 80% of the volume that's transacted on the New York Stock Exchange is done through computers. That ratio is definitely a lot lower on small caps. So you need a very active retail environment in order for us to get really good follow through in small caps. And I believe that so many retail traders got hurt this year that they're kind of, sitting there wagging their tail between their legs. And I believe that that's the reason why small caps have cooled off. That's why I believe small caps have cooled off. Now, eventually they will recover. And small caps have been hot and cold for years. Since I began trading, the small caps go through phases where they're red hot and there's a bunch of short squeezes, and they go through phases where they're ice cold and there really isn't a lot of follow through. Right now, you're in one of those phases where they're colder and there's not a lot of follow through, but you're starting to see signs of life. You saw like SIGA, you saw VERU. Like there's a couple of small caps that are making some moves, but overall they're still not doing well. Like I went after a small cap today, TNXP, didn't do anything. It's a setup that is a very high quality setup. If I saw that setup 10 more times, I would buy it 10 more times. A very high probability setup, but you're just not getting follow through on small caps. So what I do when small caps get cold like that is I'll actually reduce the risk and size on small cap. I actually had this whole conversation with members today in chat that in an environment like this with small caps, your win rate on the small caps will be lower, but your risk reward is actually higher. So instead of you getting like a 3R, like a 3-to-1 or 2-to-1 risk reward, like you might on like a mid cap or a small cap, when you hit on a large cap, when you hit a small cap, you might be getting 5, 6, 7, 8-to-1. You buy a stock at $9, the thing runs to 15, like SIGA, right? But you're going to get a lot more failed trade setups in small caps than you would in large caps, mid caps, or the overall market. So just adjust position size down when you're trading small caps in an environment when small caps are cold so that you can weather the higher rate of failed patterns. But then when you hit the ones that actually do go, the risk reward is so great that it evens it out and it makes up for it and it makes it worth it. The juice is worth the squeeze, so to speak. So just something to keep in mind for those of you small cap traders that are out there. Listen, I love trading small caps with the rest of them, but when I think small caps are hot, believe me, I will tell you, and my watch list will be dominated by small caps when that time comes. But for now, my watch list has really been focused on the overall markets with a couple small caps here and there. VERU being a small cap, this though will be one that's on my watch list for tomorrow. All right, guys, let me, what I want to do here, let me actually, I told you guys we had a pretty important announcement for anyone that is not a member of True Trading Group, but if you've been coming to these live streams for a while, we got a little announcement for you guys. I'm going to bring on right now my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group. Before I do, let me see how many people are on the live stream that are not members of True Trading. If you are not a member, do me a favor, type the letters TTG in chat right now. Type the letters TTG in chat right now if you are not a member of True Trading Group. I want to see how many people we have on here. All right, stick around. You guys are going to want to hear this. Trust me. If you guys are not a member, you're definitely going to want to hear this. So like I said, just type the letters TTG. If you're not a member, I want to see who we're working with here. We got Andrew Fioravante. We got Charles Banner, Eric Sciola, Roth Jatra, Lubis Vika, Daniel Jones, Uli, Amanda, Nav, Craig the Texan, welcome back. Markeisha, Matus, back on the skewer. Elevate the frequency. Christine, you got Little Black, Screen, Ray, Robert, Andrew, Matt, Richard, Smokey. Beautiful guys. We had a lot of new faces here. Guys, I will now with that being said, I'm going to bring on my business partner and co-founder of True Training Group. We all know him as Shug inside the TC fam. But everybody, give a big warm welcome to Adam.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? How are you?
No, I'm doing well.
Yeah. So, guy, you know what, Adam? Because I want your input on this one here, because I know I've known you a long time, and a lot of the Teachy fam know. But for those that don't know who Adam is, Adam's a no BS kind of guy. What's your opinion on this, the whole meme stock thing?
Really?
I upset a couple of people with my comment telling them that I don't think that it's going to go back to where it was in 2021. Some people got mad at me for that. But what's your opinion on this whole thing?
They've been getting mad at you for that for forever.
I know.
That's my opinion. You know, every time you say it's not going to squeeze, you get a bunch of people that come in and say that you're an idiot, that you're this, that you're that. It keeps going lower. And I think what people don't realize is that we have no dog in that fight. You know what I'm saying? We have no skin in there. So for us, we don't make money if the stock goes down. We're not making money if the stock goes up. We're not playing around in that, really. So for us, it doesn't matter what we hear from people, and why we even talk about it is because there's so many of our members and so many people that have been here that did get hurt in that. Right? That did get hurt in that. And it was completely avoidable.
Yeah.
You know, it was completely avoidable. Look, nobody wants to be told that they're wrong. Nobody wants to be told that they were sold a bill of goods. Nobody wants to think of themselves that way. And, you know, is there, so that's it. I mean, I just think that, you know, I don't know why people get so upset, like, you know, on both sides of the table. You have people that feel like,
yo, look at Chris Reese. His comment goes, yeah, but meanwhile, Mike got me into GME back when it was $12 before any of the memers knew about it. Yeah, we made money long. We got in GameStop at $12.
Yeah, but that's not even the point. The point is that what's happened here is that people get really, really upset at the people that have a difference of opinion, because everyone's looking for confirmation bias, you know? And then the other side of the table, you know, hates the people that are looking for confirmation bias. The truth is that we're all in this together. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all the retail trader. At the end of the day, unless you work for a fund, we're all dumb money to them. So you want to hate on us and other people in the market? That's fine. We're the same dumb money you are. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
You know, it makes no sense. So I just, you know, I really hope that AMC goes to $100,000. Nothing would make me happier. Why, right? Why would that make me happy? Look how many new traders got exposed to the market when AMC and GME were running. A crazy amount of new traders. More new traders in the market. More members for True Trading Group, better for us as a business, right? You guys will all have more money. Everything is good. You know, like, why would we not want that? Right? Why it's so stupid. Why would we not want that? You know, but the thing that we have not done that a lot of other people have done, okay? Mike and I did not start this YouTube channel in 2020. We have been doing this YouTube channel for a long time, years and years, okay? And guess what? We didn't rely on one stock or one gimmick to keep an audience engaged. We built our audience slow by telling you the truth, even if you're not going to like it. And you know what? Just because we believe something is the truth doesn't make us 100% right either. I've seen Mike be wrong many a time. You know, he's right a lot more than he's wrong, but I've seen it. So just because we believe something to be the truth based on our experience doesn't mean that it is. We could be wrong, and that's okay. And if we are, we come up here and we admit it. But we have not been yet. And that's not a feel good for us about this, but we have not been yet. So I think that, unfortunately there were a lot of really good people that were sold a bill of goods by a lot of people on YouTube that wanted to keep their audience and keep people engaged instead of telling people the truth. And I think now you have people that have literally spent their life savings or money that they cannot afford to lose, but have already sadly lost it. And it's disgusting, and it's really messed up. But it is what it is. And unfortunately, this won't be the last time either. Okay? So, something else like this will happen again. And Zach Beller's a hot take. I disagree with you, and still 100 exactly, Zach. And I appreciate you being able to be honest about that.
I appreciate
absolutely.
That comment, Zach. I appreciate that comment, man. I really do. That's a market, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody has to believe a stock's going down. Somebody else has to believe a stock's going up. That is what makes a market. And you find, and you respect other people's opinions, other people's analysis, and then you make your own decisions based on the information that you're.
Yeah, look, that's why we always say on here, right? We always say on here, everyone, used to give us crap because we charge for membership and all this stuff, right? And we would say it on here all the time. You do not want us to be free. You do not want us to be a charity. You do not want us to treat you like a charity. You don't owe us anything, and we provide you with a service that you pay for. If you pay for a service and we straight up lie to you or give you the wrong stuff to hurt you just to benefit our pockets, guess what? We are legally liable for that. But if you come on our YouTube channel and all we do is talk a bunch of crap and we're treating you like a charity, well, it's just my opinion. We're not financial advisors. Go F yourself. You do not want us to treat you as a charity. You want us to be held accountable for what it is. And that is why we will absolutely tell you what we believe our truth is and back it up, even if it's not providing you with the confirmation bias you want. Because at the end of the day, our job is to provide you with what, Mike?
Money-making opportunities.
That's our job. That's what we do for a living.
That's it. We got a responsibility to the TTG members. I don't care what it is. I don't care what the stock is. I don't care if it's up or down. It's our job to identify opportunities in the market that we believe could be a profitable opportunity for members, and then bring that to their attentions, and then, have them become educated enough and confident enough to then pull the trigger on those opportunities when they present and manage the risk accordingly, and put themselves on the right side of the probability over and over and over again, and help them reach their goals of becoming consistently profitable. That is who we are and what we do. I'm not going to come on here and just jump on the bandwagon if I don't agree with it just for the sake of views. I will always tell you guys my honest opinion. I'll be fully transparent. You can hate me or love me for it, but I'll use AMC, it's on my screen. When AMC was at 60, 65 bucks, I was begging people to sell it, and I got crucified. I got absolutely crucified. Everybody was like, oh, F this guy. He's a hedgy. He doesn't know shit. He's an idiot. This guy doesn't know nothing. Okay, all right. I don't know nothing. Stock's at $11. But, it's like, I don't care. I'm not here to please the masses. I'm here to help my members of True Trading Group become better traders. And that's what we're doing.
And look, we saw what was happening in the markets, and right now the way that we're looking at it is that we know now that there's a lot of people on here that are holding the bag, that are left over from 2020 and 2021, that don't know what to do. And that is, and what people need to realize is that exactly what Mike is saying, stock market doesn't go down like this all the time. The volatility is not like this all the time. We went years without this kind of volatility.
Yep.
And now, it's like you guys, if you were educated, you had 2 years of the most amazing bull market I have ever seen. I mean, have you ever seen anything like that?
No, that was the greatest bull market in history. We've never had.
You have, yeah.
Dude, you got to realize between 2019, 2020, and 2021, literally the S&P went up like 20%, like 16%, and 28%. That's never happened before 3 consecutive years of percentage gains that high like that. That's just not normal. That's literally average stock market return. If you go back to inception on the S&P 500, the average is 9%. 9, not 19, just 9. Okay. You got like 28% in 2021. It's nuts. Okay. It's nuts.
So anyways, the point is that, if you were educated, you would have been able to capitalize on the bull market and get cashed up.
Yeah.
And then be in a position right now to where you can strategically position yourself to get ready to start buying back into your long-term portfolios.
Yeah.
It's not too late yet either. And that's one of the reasons that Mike and I are about to do what we're about to do.
And before you say this, before you go this part, Adam, one more thing, just to prove to you guys another, like, again, example, like how I just look for money-making opportunities. I actually think if AMC gets to $9, I actually think it's a buy. Like, I actually think AMC can bounce off of $9 and maybe go back to like 13, 14 bucks. It could be a nice trade there for people. So, I'm not against, anything. I look at a chart. I look at, the company, what's going on in that industry, the sector, the market. I look at a chart and I make a decision. I think the stock's going up or down, and we make money from that action. That's really what it's all about.
Yeah. So anyways, that's all we got to say about that. But yeah, I think Joseph Cordero just actually said that in chat. Did you see him say that? Is that why you said it?
What?
Joseph Cordero, he's one of our members. He just
said I know Joe. Oh, he just said that about AMC too?
Yeah, literally he said the exact same thing.
Joseph, there's a huge support level at $9. Huge support level. Here, if you want me to show them on the chart.
No. Show. We can show them after. Let's get
There's a huge support level at $9.
Hey, look, we're about an hour in. You still have another 30, 40 minutes worth of educational stuff, which will be really beneficial because you got the Fed minutes this week.
Yep.
So, all right. So let's get into it. So one of the things that we've done at True Trading Group is we really pride ourselves on the ability to make the membership affordable. Okay. There's a lot of other memberships out there. And a lot of those memberships are far more expensive than what True Trading Group is. And you receive far less than what you get with us. Right. So Mike and I were talking, and we know that, we've been slowly raising our price up every single night. And we know that Memorial Day is coming up. And we also know that it's the Fed minutes. We gave this whole speech about how time is running out. We see the same people on here every night that type TTG that are not members or whatever. Lot of trial members right now in chat. One of the things that we want to do and always do is make sure that we remain affordable for people, right? So we know that even if we were to charge $2,000 a year, okay, that would still be extremely affordable. It would be 50% less than the closest competition. 50% less than the closest competition. But one of the things that makes us different is that I personally am the one that did it, obviously with Mike's support, but I went out and I structured deals with a lot of companies, a lot of fintech companies, to be able to provide you guys tools that you would have to pay for at some point on your own anyways. Okay? And these tools would cost you close to $5,000 a year. All right? So one of the things that we're going to do is we were about to raise the price to at least $1,500. That's what was going to happen today. what we have decided to do, okay, to give people a little bit more time is as follows. We are resetting the price to 1,100 today. Between now and Friday, the price will go back to 1150, and then Sunday at midnight, or not Sunday, I'm sorry, Monday at midnight, right, Mike? That's
because market's closed on Monday.
right. Monday at midnight, we are going to $1,500, and even at $1,500, it is a hell of a bargain. All right. We used to ask this question on here, and I want you guys to be honest. What was the question? Is how much do they feel a True Trading Group membership is worth?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
TTG fam, if you could sound off in chat, how much do you feel a True Trading Group membership is worth? If you think it's worth $5, put $5. Don't lie. Be honest. Okay? Type in chat what you think a True Trading Group membership is worth. Priceless, at least $5,000 annually, $10,000 a year, $5,000, that's a steal, $5,000, $5,000. So the consensus is right around $5,000.
Yeah, a couple of people said 10,000 easily.
It's not, 10,000 is a lot.
Yeah, 10,000 is a lot. Looks like general consensus is anywhere from 5 to 10.
I would say, in my opinion, as a businessman, I would say that 5,000 is a fair price. Not a.
I would say that too. I would say
it's not a. It's 5,000 is not a good price. It's a fair price.
You guys have to realize, literally, the Benzinga news feed that we have with the Squawk Box feature on our inside of our chat room. If you went to Benzinga on your own, you got to pay $1,400 a year to have access to that. The trade simulator that we have, it's just under $1,000 a year if you went to the company directly. That's literally $2,200, $2,300 in 2 tools. Never mind all the rest of the stuff we have and the educational material and content that I received when I worked at a fund. Then not to mention being able to trade with myself and 8 other professional traders throughout the course of a day. You know, I mean, I'd say 5,000 is a fair number.
Yeah. I would say it's a fair number. It's not like this great discounted price, but it is a fair number. The cool thing about us is that we will never charge $5,000 a year.
You don't need to.
We don't need to. That's not the point, right? That's not the point. But we will be charging $2,000 a year soon. $1,500 is the next leg up. And even at $1,500, it is a steal. Okay? So here's what we're doing. We were going to move to $1,500 today. I am going to bring it back down. It was $1,150 last night. And for anyone that signed up last night, I hit people up in the chat room. Anyone that signed up in the last 30 days, I gave them all 2 additional private study groups today. So that way they didn't feel like they missed out on some sale by one day.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we take care of people inside of True Trading Group. We leave no trader behind, and we don't, you know, just take people's, willingness to be a part of this for granted. Okay? So $1,100 is 50% off. Okay? You will get that tonight till midnight, and then every day between now and Sunday, the price is going to go up. And then I'm sorry, I keep saying Sunday. Every day between now and Monday, the price is going to go up. And then Sunday night at midnight or Monday morning, it's going to go to $1,500. Okay? And you can see what Kanai just said. The fact that this is cheaper than most paid 1 to 2 years ago blows my mind. This is the best opportunity you'll have to change your financial life. Well worth it, folks. Yeah, it's true. So, Mike, I'll let you finish, and you can go over exactly what it is. But the way we're gonna do this is,
Did you post a link for people, Adam, to tell them how they could get that 11?
Well, I'm going to let you run through all that because I'm going to make you jump on the back end of it. But what I'm saying is that what we'll do is I don't want to do too much at 1100. I don't want to do too much at 1100. So we'll do, I don't know. Let's go for the next 10, and then we'll move it up to 1120.
Wow.
And then,
okay.
we'll leave it at 1120 till tomorrow night at midnight.
Got it.
All right. And we'll do, we were able to get some laptops today, so we'll do laptops for the next 10.
Okay. Wow. All right, guys. So there you go. You get 10
right.
people.
You got the rest of it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. So the next 10 people will get that 1100 price. And the laptop that I mentioned, he was able to get himself a couple laptops in honor of Memorial Day. We're going to drop that down to 1100 for you. But here's the deal. I wouldn't even wait until this live stream is over, because I have a feeling that as soon as I tell you how those 10 spots are going to fill up. So I would just go now and open up a new browser. Go to ttgoffer.com. That's ttgoffer.com. And then enter the coupon code TTG121. You'll get the 50% discount from Memorial Day. It brings the price from $22.12 all the way down to just $1,100. And you'll also be getting a brand new free laptop with that. You do not have to enter your address when you sign up. After you guys sign up, you'll get a welcome email with instructions on how to claim the free laptop. So you don't have to put in your address when you are signing up. You'll also get 2 private study group sessions with one of the pro traders at True Trading Group. So you can ask some questions and go over some topics that you're unsure about, so we can speed up your learning curve. All right. So you guys have to understand that when you join True Trading Group, it's not just a platform. You're getting access to the same level of education that I received when I worked at a fund. The courses are in-depth and complex, yet easy to understand and implement quickly. So whether you never traded a stock a day in your life, or you've been doing this for 10 years, the platform that we have can help you reach your goals. And I get asked all the time, what makes True Trading Group different from the other trading courses that are out there? And for starters, we're not just courses, we're a platform. That's what you have to understand. This is a platform. Yes, there's courses that are part of the platform, but there's so much more. There's those tools that Adam mentioned, $4,000 to $5,000 a year easily. It would cost you if you paid for the tools that are on the TC platform, like Benzinga, TradingView, Quote Media, Polygon, Trade Ideas, CBOE. We have all of those companies' products on our platform. Okay, these are things that would cost you $4,000 to $5,000 a year. Hold on. Ryan McKeon said, I paid $11.99 and not even concerned with the $99. Made that 3 times over Friday on a trade I wouldn't have found on my own. Wow, Ryan, that's awesome, man. That's awesome, Ryan. That's incredible. You guys can see that even members of True Trading Group have paid more than $1,100. They're all like, wow, yo, great. They're not even upset about it. They're just like, yo, you got to get this for $1,100. I paid $1,200. I paid $1,250. I paid $1,279. I get it now for the $1,100. Ryan, thanks for that comment. But guys, listen, we have spent years building these relationships with those companies so we can offer their products at no additional cost to you. That's the value of the TC platform. These tools, don't worry, we'll show you how to use them. But if these tools can help professional traders make better decisions, don't you think you should be using them too? And you have access to them on our platform, and we're going to teach you how to use them. Not to mention you're joining a community of 9,400 helpful and like-minded traders and investors that are led by our team of full-time mods that have over 100 years of combined trading experience, trading stocks, options, crypto futures, day trading, swing trading, but also long-term investing. And we truly give a damn whether you succeed or fail. You know, the bottom line is here, guys, that results matter at True Trading Group. We are not just empty words and broken promises. Results matter, and we measure those results through your own actual P&L. And the bottom line is the majority of TC members are making money and they're becoming better traders. And I want you to pay attention real quick. Now I'm talking to members. Okay. Now I'm talking to members. If you're a member of True Trading Group, very simple question that I have for you. I'd like you to type the $ if you're making money and becoming a better trader with True Trading Group. I'd like for you to type the $ in chat right now. Now, anyone that's not a member and is contemplating on whether or not they should jump on this 1100 price point before it goes, it's only good for 10 people. So if you guys want it, I would jump on it now. I don't think that this is going to last all the way through until midnight tonight. Then we're going to start to raise the price tomorrow, and then we'll walk the price up. And then on Monday, Memorial Day at midnight, we'll raise the price up to 1500. So you guys can jump on it now for just the 1100 price point. That's a 50% discount from our normal price. But look at how many people are typing the $. Look at this. Guys, just look how many people are typing the $. They found True Trading Group the same way that you did, and that's one of these live streams. They learned more in an hour and a half with me on a live stream than they probably learned in the entire last year by themselves reading Reddit and Twitter or being in some Discord. And they decided to join the TC platform. And now here they are telling you, with all the same excuses that you have, there's no difference between them and you. They've got full-time jobs. They have small accounts. They've lost money in the market before. They have no experience whatsoever, but yet here they are typing the $. If they can do it, so can you. I love them. I love them all. They're my TC fam, ride or die for life, but there's nothing special about them. They're not smarter than you. They're not faster than you. If they can do it, so can you. So guys, I would take advantage of this offer that we have right now. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121. Let me read this comment. This is about what I paid in 2018, but now the TT platform is at least 10 times better now than it was then. Jack Lesser, my man, longtime TTG fam right there, 2018 in the house. We really went live. You know, we did like a beta launch in 2016, and then we went live to the public really in 2017. So one of our OG members there, Jack Lester. So guys, I wouldn't waste any more time. Can I see some results, year-over-year performance, first quarter? Yes, Adrian, we actually have. So Adrian, we are fully transparent, okay? We're fully transparent inside of True Trading Group. We actually have a journal. I'm sorry, Adam. I thought I said Adrian. Name is Adam J. So Adam, on our website, we actually have a trading journal that tracks the performance of every single one of our moderators. So you can go to our website and you can see under our trade history, you can see each moderator, not just us as a whole. You could see us as a whole, but you can go to each individual moderator and actually see not just the result, but you can see the actual individual trades. Every single trade is tracked. So you'll see, like, I lost money today on TNXP. I made money on SIGA. Like, you're going to be able to go. I made money on RDBX. You're going to be able to go and look at every single trade and say where I bought TNXP, where I sold it, where I bought this. You're going to be able to go see all that in our trade history tab. Okay. So we're fully transparent inside of True Trading Group. We share with you the winners. We also share with you the losses.
Yeah, this is also a really good point that Adam J brings up, right? And this is why you don't want us to treat you like a charity. True Trading Group is a business. And because True Trading Group is a business, every single mod that calls an alert inside of chat has to sign an employment agreement. Part of that employment agreement, which I've shown to members inside of Town Hall, and I'll gladly show to any member that wants to see it. It's not a big deal. They all have to sign employment agreements stating that everything that they trade is as what it should be, right? So with that said, Adam J, we have a free trial account. You can just sign up there and then you can see it without having to pay for it. It's available to all free trial accounts. So what ends up happening is that all of our mods at the end of the day have to literally export from their brokerage accounts all of the trades. And we hold them accountable if something is not correct. And just so everyone understands, Mike is on that list as well. My name's on the company too. And you know, homie, don't play that. So you know, that's just one of the many benefits of you want us to be a business, because then you can hold us accountable for those things. We can't just post erroneous Photoshop BS and have you and use that for you guys to sign up.
Exactly.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
So I take a screenshot and Photoshop, you know, a Webull account and show you I made 20 grand today and put it on Twitter. put on Twitter and be like, look how much money I made today.
But I think it's also important that, you know, even if Mike's year-over-year results are great and his first quarter is great and all that, his profits and his P&L isn't going to pay your mortgage. It's not, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, Mike, if you want to comment on that a bit, but
yeah, guys, that's something that I always tell people, and I try to explain to people. It's like, and this is why when we're talking into trading group, we always focus on your P&L, not anybody else's, because I can sit here and I can tell you, oh, look, I made $1 bajillion. If I made $1 bajillion, well, guess what? Not one of the bajillion would go towards paying your bills. So just because myself or another moderator or somebody on social media is saying, look how much money that I made, that does not always necessarily translate into members making money. And it's not just enough if we're going to sit here and we're going to tell people that if you join the Teach You platform, that our platform and our education and our guidance can help you actually reach your goals, then it's not enough for just moderators at your training group to make money. We have to be able to teach and educate in a way that allows you, the member, to be able to make money as well.
Right. We also made a decision a very long time ago that we were never going to use your P&L or anyone else's P&L to sell memberships.
Right.
And Adam J., I hope you're still on here listening to that. We will never use his P&L or anyone's P&L to sell a membership. That's not what we're about, bro.
Yep.
So Facebook apparently is taking a massive D.
Yeah, I know Mark Zuckerberg got sued by Attorney General for not protecting user data. I'm not sure if there's something else that might have just came out. I don't have our news feed open while I'm doing this.
All right. Well, real quick before Adam J says, you focus on shares or option strategies or both? Both, Adam.
Both, Adam. Both.
Yeah. So we focus on equities, options, swing trading, day trading, long-term investing, and then we have a new futures course that's coming out, and it's 100% free for members. All courses and all tools all new courses and all new tools and all existing courses and existing tools. There are no upsells for that inside of True Trading Group. All of that will always be free for members. Also, real quick, let me share the screen. So
just to touch base on Facebook, Snap reported earnings. They were horrendous, and Snap is down 27%, and that's taking Facebook down with it. So just an update for the people that we're talking about. That's what just happened. I just took a quick look.
All right. And real quick, let me do this. Then you can finish up with the sales portion and we can move on. Guys, I'm giving away $1,000 worth of free Ethereum to one lucky True Trading Group member. We have 1,209 people that have registered for today's giveaway. I'm going to spin the wheel really, really quick. And let's get going. Hang on, that did not work. There's probably like a blank space in there. All right, My Tai is the winner. My Tai.
Congratulations. $1,000 of Ethereum.
All right, I'm going to send you $1,000 of Ethereum. All right, and guys, if you didn't win today, don't worry. Your boy's got a lot of Ethereum. I'll do it again tomorrow. Okay? Is that good for business, just giving away like $1,000 a day? Because I think this is like the third or fourth day in a row.
Yeah, I don't know. You're like in a real giving mood.
I don't know. We could spend it on marketing, or we can give it back to the members. Pretty sure.
Give it back to the members. Why not?
Give it back to the members.
Give it back to the members.
We have some marketing, but we've grown substantially by word of mouth.
Yes.
So let's keep that trend going.
Yeah, I like that.
So congratulations, My Tai. And then don't forget, this weekend, on the 30th, we're giving away $20,000 to one lucky True Trading Group member right here on the live streams.
Live. Four members, $5,000.
Was that what it was?
That's what we said.
Oh, okay. I'll take a look. Yeah. So yes, yeah. 4 members, $5,000. Correct. All right. Great, man. All right. So finish explaining all that other salesy stuff, and then let's get
Yeah,
into it.
I was going to tell people too about, when I was talking about, it's all about your P&L. That's why our money back guarantee is actually based on your P&L, not ours. So we actually, aside from the first 10 people getting the 50% discount, a free laptop, the 2 study groups, you're also going to get a double your money back guarantee, which means you have 1 year. Okay. This isn't like a 30-day money back guarantee. You can literally come to us on day 364 and be like, no, I want my money back. You have 1 year to go through our courses, pass the quizzes, and attend 1 study group. That's it. If you do those 3 things, if at the end of your membership, you have still not made the $1,100 back at least one time, we're going to give you double your money back. I'm going to give you $2,200. I'm dead serious. Okay. So you'll pay $1,100. If you don't make $1,100 back at least once, I'll give you $2,200. That's how confident we are in our ability to help you become successful. This is how we stay accountable to our members. And we have a refund rate since 2016 of 2.48%. I share that number with you, not only to show how infrequently we get the refund requests, but also to prove to you that the refund is in fact real. Okay. And with a retention rate of about 78%, I'm happy to offer this to anyone here that signs up before midnight tonight on top of your 50% discount. All right. So you guys can go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. If there are any members that are a trial right now, if you are interested, if you are currently a trial member, if you are interested in the $1,100 price point.
Oh, you're going to get your, whoa. You're going to give that?
Yeah, it's Memorial Day. I love Memorial Day.
I understand that. All right. You got to do a better job of communicating that before.
I'm sorry. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just riding with it. So guys, this is what we're going to do. So if you're a current trial member, right, the cheapest price that you'd be paying to join is $1,420. Don't do that. If you're a trial member right now and you want the $1,100 price point, log into your member dashboard first. This is if you are already a trial member. Log into your member dashboard first. Then there's going to be a big green join now button. Click that. Then enter TTG121 if you're a trial member. If you're a trial member, you cannot just go to ttgoffer.com. It will not work for you. Okay? You have to log into your dashboard first and then go through that process. And that's how you can also claim the $1,100 price point for those of you that are trial members. Okay? Otherwise, if you're not a trial, you can go right to ttgoffer.com. If anybody has questions about the membership or you're having a difficult time signing up, you can send a text message, okay, to 201-775-9702. Again, that is 201-775-9702. If you have questions about,
I will be the one responding to those texts. If you call me, I will not be able to pick it up. So don't call me. You have to send me a text, but I will be the one that is responding to you. Okay? So make sure you text, do not call. If you're a previous trial member or you're an older member that wants to come back, you have to send me a text message first so that I can open your account for you and allow you to sign up. If you just go there and try to sign up, it's not going to work. All right? So that's it, you know?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to start throwing out names in a minute, but there's 4 laptops left.
Okay. All right, guys. So there's only 4 left. So,
well, we'll run through them, but I'll let you know in a second.
Okay. So we have 4 laptops left, which means only 4.
Yeah. And then we'll move it to 11:20. Okay. And then it'll be 11:20 till tomorrow night.
All right. So time out. Sharon Patrick just said, hi, I just found this channel. Is this legit? Sharon Patrick, I will let every single other person.
Hang on. Sharon, you could also go to trustpilot.com and check us out there as well. We have 1,500 reviews, over 1,500 reviews. The business has been around since we started in 2014. We went live to the public in 2016, and tons of stuff about us online. Mike, ask your question as well.
Yeah, I was going to just say, if you're a member of True Trading Group, you guys want to answer Sharon's question for her. And I'll let all those that are members of True Trading Group, I'll let that, instead of me telling you yes, no, because who's going to come up here, Sharon, and be like, hey, I'm a fraud, right? I'll let members respond and answer your question for you. I think that's the best way. Whenever people have questions about stuff like that, it doesn't mean anything when I say it. Just let's be honest. You know, if I sit up here and I say, oh, no, yeah, True Trading Group's great, it doesn't mean anything. When I say that, I own the company. It doesn't mean anything. It's better when you get people that are actually members of True Trading Group that are telling you what their experiences have been like.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, Sharon, it's a business. The only thing I like more than my money is your money, right? So you gotta go ahead and listen to what other people say.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Don't just listen to us. I agree with Rue. The only question about Mike is his eyebrows, that weird accent, and
what weird accent,
and the fact that he doesn't know any pop culture reference whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm bad with the pop culture stuff. That I will say. I'm excited for the new Top Gun movie. That's all I want to say. I got to go see that.
Really good reviews. Maybe we'll start a second channel just for funsions.
Yeah, for funsies. TTG funsies.
TTG funsies, where we just.
All right, let me go. I can't believe we've been live for an hour and a half already. I haven't even talked about the SPY yet. We got to get moving here, guys. Let's roll this over. Let me get back to the educational stuff. So we got only a couple of spots left. So like I said, if you guys want the 1100 price point before the price goes up at midnight. So at midnight, it's going to go to 1120. And then Monday at midnight, we're going to go up every day. And then Monday at midnight, we're going to jump to 1500. So if you guys, there's 4 spots left. You can jump on it now for the 1100 price point and the free laptop. So four left. You'll know you're one of the 4 if you go to the checkout page and you see a laptop. That's how you'll know you're getting one of the laptops. Everybody, welcome Philip. So Philip, I mean, I know now we set up there that there's 9 laptops left. I know that there's only 4 because that's how many people have already signed up. But everybody, welcome Philip. There's 4 laptops left. Everybody, welcome Philip. All right. Let's go to the overall markets, guys. And I'll touch upon Snapchat and Snap, parent company name is Snap. Snapchat is the app. Let me get to that actually first. So they just came out with earnings, and they had some really bad guidance. They had bad guidance, talking about a slowdown in demand and looking for that, a slowdown in demand, and bad guidance is just looking at, just a really, really, really bad earnings report. Now the stock's down 29%, pushing almost 30% down. We got to welcome Philip, Brandon, Jorge, Todd, and Kane. So there you have it. Philip, Brandon, Jorge, Todd, and Kane. 5 of those laptops now remain. Philip, Brandon, Jorge, Todd, and Kane. Welcome to the TTG fam, guys. Remember, go to ttgoffer.com and then use the code TTG121. So what you're beginning to see happen here with Snap's earnings is more of that growth scare is coming into the markets, as you just got Snap guided lower because of a concern about demand. So a concern about demand, if you can take this, the markets and investors can digest this information a couple of different ways. One, you can say, oh, well, there's increased competition. This is an issue very specific to Snap. And if they think demand is going to be lower, is it lower because of TikTok and some other platforms, or is it lower meaning the companies that advertise on Snapchat's platform, okay, the companies that advertise on that platform, are they slowing down the money that they want to spend because companies in general are slowing down their spend as you go into what is a recessionary fear of a growth scare? And this is what I just talked to you about earlier on in this live stream, was that why I was shifting kind of my mindset on that window of opportunity, because I believe the next move here is the market going to price in a growth scare. Okay. And Adam thinks Snapchat's a piss poor platform anyway. So I don't use Snapchat or anything like that. But the stock's getting pulverized, down 31% now after earnings. And this is taking Facebook down with it. Okay. Facebook's down 6%. It's also taking Alphabet, Google parent company, down with it. That stock was green on the day. Now it's down actually 2%. Pinterest is actually heading lower too. Pinterest is down 13%. So Pinterest is getting rocked as well. So you're seeing a lot of your social media companies are really getting pounded right now on the back of this release from Snap. And that's just a brutal looking chart. I mean, you're talking about going back down to now COVID levels from 2020. So, you look at giving back every single thing that the stock did in 2021. It's all been erased. Okay, it's all been erased. I don't like Snap as a company. I do not have any plans on owning it in my long-term portfolio. I don't like it as a platform. I think it's a very, very noisy and annoying as all hell platform to try and navigate. You click on something and then you end up watching something that you did not click on. It's just a total pain in the ass. I hate the platform, to be honest with you. I don't have it. I don't use it. But anyway, Adam, come back. Adam's got something he wants to share with you guys.
So guys, my whole background is in online marketing and things like that, right? So the way that Snapchat gets money is through their advertising platform primarily. All of these companies have, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, they all also make money through selling your demographic, not your specific information, but your demographic, right? But the primary way that they're making money is they're making money off of the ad networks that they have. So I'm just going to keep this really simple. I'm 38 years old. I have been running online ads and SEO professionally since I have been 22 years old. And I have made millions and millions and millions of dollars doing it. Don't worry, I'm not selling you a course. The reason that was funny, like, whatever.
Yes, I laughed.
The reason that I'm sharing that with you is because I've used just about every single online advertising platform that you can. Snapchat is garbage. Their ad platform is garbage. The best social media ad platform that existed was Facebook's platform. I say was because of the iOS update that came out that made it hard for people to track conversions accurately and things like that. It's affected all social media platforms as a whole, right? Because when people spend money, it's all about conversion. Snapchat, what's happening is with a lot of these ad platforms is that they're not accurately able to track conversion. Conversion meaning if I'm going to spend $1, I need to know how much of that dollar it's going to take to get me a sign up or somebody through the door of my store or something to that effect, right? That's a conversion. And the cost per conversion is going up exponentially because it's become a lot harder to track those conversions. So platforms that may have skirted by in the past, like Snapchat, which in my opinion is awful, this is not a shock to me, right? That's just my opinion on it. In fact, so yeah, anyways, I think that Facebook's platform is still top dog. And then you have Twitter, which is also not that great. And I'm telling you, something to watch for. And I don't know, maybe Mike make a little note. Is ByteDance public? ByteDance is what owns TikTok.
Not here, no.
Okay. If ByteDance or TikTok ever go public and they're ever able to figure out their ad platform, because they just launched their own ad platform, TikTok did recently, the amount of traffic that you can get there for the money is the best in the business right now. I'm telling you, the second they figure that out, that, in my opinion, as a marketing person and as an advertising professional, that platform will supersede Facebook as far as their advertising side. All right, so that's my 2 cents. Nothing.
I wanted to give an update too with Snap. When I initially read the headline, it was talking about bad guidance. And I just assumed that it was an earnings release. It's actually not. They didn't release earnings. They just issued an 8K, which is even crazier. That's why this is such a shock. The company basically just came out with an 8K and was like, hey, we're just going to let everyone know now that next quarter is going to really suck. So they're kind of like getting it out of the way. So I just wanted to provide that little update because I believe when I said it earlier, I do believe that I said earnings, but they did not release earnings. It was just an 8K with some bad news. All right, guys. So this is going to put a damper on all these social media stocks, and it's going to bring back, in, and this is already eating into a lot of the move that we saw today in the overall markets. And you take a look at the NASDAQ specifically, the NASDAQ is now given back almost all of the day's move and is now only up 0.45%. The SPY has given back some of the move, nowhere near as much as the NASDAQ, which makes sense. But the SPY now sitting only up 1.4% when we were up 2%. So the SPY giving back a little bit, giving back about 3 points or so on the back of this 8K issuance from Snap. And what I think this is, you're going to start to see is you're going to see the growth scare really come into the market. And then the markets will try to price in the recession. And then that becomes the moment when I then just back up the truck and I dump a bunch of money into the markets. And my THC fam, I'll let you guys know what stocks that money's going into. I've already started nibbling on just a couple of names, just a little tiny bites. But I'm still waiting for that big bite. I think we go a little bit lower in the markets. So we're still waiting on that big bite. And I'll let my THC fam know when that time comes. But if you start to see more companies take a page out of Snap's playbook and get ahead of the earnings, like when you take a look at like a Target and a Walmart and you see how bad those earnings were, there's been some cries on Wall Street from investors that say, listen, if you're a company and you're going to miss that badly, you got to come out ahead of time. Don't wait for the earnings release and pre-announce. As soon as you know how bad it's going to be, you got to get in front of it. You got to get it out there. The sooner that the public knows what those numbers are, then the sooner investors can react, rather than waiting, knowing that it's going to be a complete disaster, waiting, and then releasing them on your earnings date, if they're going to be that bad. So it looks like Snapchat might be, or Snap, parent company, it looks like Snap might be kind of getting ahead of that a little bit and actually issuing this 8K. I'm interested to see if other companies and other CEOs follow suit and if they start issuing 8Ks to get ahead of bad earnings. I think that is something that we can really pay attention to. And if you start to see that will scare the market. It's going to make the markets think that all of these CEOs believe that there's going to be a drastic slowdown in their industries, and therefore really the overall economy, if it starts to spread out into different sectors. Is this just social media, or do you see, and is social media, well, it was retail last week, now it's social media. What other industries, what about the transports, what about the railroads and the transportation companies, what about them? So if they start coming out with all that type of stuff and they start lowering their guidance, that's going to be a growth scare. That'll take the markets its next leg down. And then that's when we start to buy in the long-term portfolio. And that's kind of where I'm going to be looking. I think that's going to happen here within the next couple of weeks to the next couple of months. And Adam, I'm about to throw you under the bus because I actually know that we have 20 laptops, and I know you wanted to space them out to give others a chance, but let's give them to the ones signing up tonight. I know you have another 10.
You're throwing us under the bus, stupid.
Yeah, but you said it. So I just pushed you over. I tripped you. And then the bus came. Ran you over.
All right. I can't get a lot of these, so I mean, if you want. So, all right, is that what we're doing? You want to give them all out tonight? You don't want to give anyone that's going to do it tomorrow a chance?
What? No, I think we run with it. I think because we're almost out of these laptops. So
Okay. All right. Fine. So then we don't have 5, we have 15. All right.
all right, so we have 15. So, and like I said, so this goes for whether you're watching this live stream right now or if you're watching it later after it's already aired. We're going to bring those other 10 laptops into focus. So there'll be 15 of them. So the next 15 people between now and midnight, you'll get the 50% discount, brings the price down to just $1,100. And then you get the 2 private study groups, the free laptop. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, you know you're getting one. You do not need to enter your address. Once you sign up, you'll get a welcome email with instructions on how to claim that laptop. So let's talk about this stuff, guys, because the thing that I'm really interested here with this 8K, the exact wording from the 8K, and then thank you, TT Joe, for sending me this. And I quote, "Today we filed an 8K sharing that the macro environment has deteriorated further and faster than we anticipated when we issued our quarterly guidance last month. As a result, while our revenue continues to grow year over year, it is growing more slowly than we expected at this time." That is from the CEO, Evan Spiegel, CEO Evan Spiegel from Snap. Everybody welcome Don. Don, welcome to the family. Now there's 14 laptops left. Everybody welcome Don. So this is why it's putting such a damper on other things and why the overall market is reacting to Snap. Normally, news from Snap would not affect the overall market, okay? But this is the growth scare that I was talking to you about over the last couple of days. Now you're starting to see it from CEOs individually. So very specifically said, we shared that the macro environment has deteriorated further and faster than we anticipated. That's the growth fear that the markets are going to have to be faced with over these next couple of months. And that's the recession fear that the markets have to price in, which means another leg to the downside, which means better entry opportunities for us in the long-term portfolio. And that is what I'm waiting for. That's the opportunity that we're going to be hitting on. Okay. This is why I've been telling you that the window of opportunity that you have is closing. Like you're seeing it. Like you're seeing CEOs are now coming out. Okay. They're now coming out and saying these things. We've been saying this on the live streams. We're ready for this. I'm ready for this opportunity when it comes. I'm telling you, I think it's coming. All right. This market has not bottomed yet. I'm telling you, I think that opportunity for us is coming. Guys, listen, please stop calling that phone number. There's a lot of people that are calling that 201 number. We can't answer the phone. It's a text message only phone number. You have to send a text message to 201-775-9702. You got to send a text message to that number. You can't call. All right. You got to send a text message. You can't call that number. All right, guys. So that's it, gang. My eventual target for the overall markets and the SPY is going to be somewhere down in this region. Okay. This is kind of where I think we're going to end up. I think you're going to be looking at, an S&P decline of around 25, 26%, somewhere in that region, maybe 27, 28. And then that's when the markets start to find their bottom. And I think that prices in that possibility of the recession fear. And that'll take you right down into this region. Okay, right down into this region. And that's when I then start taking big bites in my long-term portfolio. Okay, big bites. And that's also, you're going to be coming up on a nice support zone. And it really is a support zone. And I'll draw it out for you. And it goes from, all right, here's your support zone in the SPY. It's from like 355 to 370. Okay,
it's frozen. Refresh the feed.
All right. Let me redraw this for you guys. All right, so here you have it. So here's this support zone on the SPY. All right, these two lines, all right, that you see on my screen, these are two major support levels on the SPY. All right, that is where I want to take a big chunk in my long-term portfolio. That's where I want to buy a lot. And that takes you, I think, into an area where the market starts pricing in the possibility of a recession. And then that is when I start buying well, I've already started nibbling, but that's when I start to take a big bite in my long-term portfolio. Everybody welcome Jarrett. Jared, welcome to the family. Now there's just 13 spots left, guys. So remember, so the next 13 people get the free laptop and the $1,100 price point. After midnight tonight, that price will jump to $1,120. It'll go up every day until Monday at midnight. It'll jump to $1,500. All right. So that's my game plan, folks, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm excited for what's to come, because this volatility will give us tremendous opportunities to make money throughout all of that volatility. And then we can use that cash and roll it into the long-term portfolio. So I'm excited. I can't wait. Everybody welcome Joseph. Now there's 12. All right. So guys, welcome Joseph. Now there's 12. Okay. Everybody welcome Joseph. All right. Newest member of the TC fam. Just 12 of those laptops left now. All right. So that's it, folks. That kind of wraps up my analysis there on the overall markets and kind of where we stand. And we just went over some stuff here with these social media companies. I would say that this is going to put a damper on a lot of these social media stocks. I'd say, Alphabet, Meta, this is going to be problematic for a lot of these companies. And I don't know if they're going to be able to kind of stay out of this. I think you may get more downside here. My next buy zone on Meta is going to be around 140. Okay. I don't know if we get there, but I'm just telling you, if Meta gets near 140, that'll be the next area that I step in and buy. I nibbled on Facebook around 190. I took a little nibble on it, but I want to add a lot more to that stock. So I'll look, if we can get down towards 140, that's where I'll buy another piece of Facebook. So what we're going to look at now for tomorrow, we're going to have, for the long side, we got VERU on watch for a long. We've got Snap, Pinterest, and Meta, Facebook. They're going to be on watch short to see if there's more downside there after the 8K from Snap today. And we're going to look to see if the weakness rolls over into the overall markets. And if this little one-day rally we had where the Dow Jones was up like 800 points or so, is that it? Is just a one-day bear market rally? And then this warning from Snap, is it reiterated? Does it echo across the markets? Do other CEOs start to say the same thing? If they do, that starts your growth scare and the markets take their next leg lower. And then that recession is priced in. And that equals the opportunity for us to step in and buy in our long-term portfolios. And that, my friends, is the exact moment that I've been waiting very patiently for this year. And the exact moment and the reason why I sold out and took profit in my long-term portfolio at the end of last year. That is exactly what I've been waiting for. Okay. So there you have it, guys. Everybody welcome Ralph. Ralph's the newest member of the group. Everybody welcome Ralph. Welcome to the TTG fam. Everybody welcome Ralph. See, good thing we did the 10 more, Adam. See, we were sold out. Good thing we did the 10 more. See, you guys are all welcome. You're welcome, everybody. All right, guys. So there you have it. All right. So tomorrow, long watch list, VERU, short watches tomorrow, Pinterest, Snap, Meta, and then the overall market. I want to pay very close attention if other CEOs start issuing similar type of guidance and concerns. You got to get put options in the overall market, or you can buy the inverse ETFs, because I think then the markets take their next leg lower and you're looking at an S&P at 37, 3,600. And then that, my friends, is when we step in and we play that little hungry hippo game and start swallowing up everything that comes across my way. And that's what I'm going to be looking for. All right. I literally just played that game with my niece the other day, and that's why it was just in my head. Okay. All right, guys. So listen, that concludes the educational part of the live stream. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to walk you through the platform. So anyone that's still on the live stream, if you are still interested, okay, if you're not interested in seeing the platform, you don't have to be here anymore. If you're interested in seeing what the TC platform looks like and what all those tools look like, let me show you. Okay. Oh, wait, the code word first, guys. We got a code word for tonight. For those that don't know, we do a lot of giveaways. We just gave away $1,000 in Ethereum. We do a lot of code words. We do a lot of giveaways with our members. So we got a code word for tonight. This is part of one of those giveaways. If you're not a member, don't worry about this. This doesn't concern you. But if you are a member of True Trading Group, the code word is SHMEG. SHMEG.
No. no, it was a joke, you idiot.
I don't know what these words are that you come up with, Adam. Okay, so what's the code word? I don't know these. You make up these words and put them up on the live stream. So what is the code word? Come back on and tell them what the code word is, because I'm not going to do it anymore. You can come on the live stream and you can give everybody the code words that you make up. So come back and give them the code word.
I didn't make up that code word. That's an actual word that you shouldn't have said on the live stream. What's wrong with you?
I don't know, Adam. You put all these weird words up in the chat for me every time. So from now on, you come on and you say.
All right, the code word for tonight is sorry. I'm sorry that Mike said that word out loud and he doesn't know what it means, obviously.
Okay, so the code word for tonight is sorry, guys. There's your code word. So now, guys, if you're not a member of True Trading Group, I'm going to walk you through. I'm going to show you the TeachD platform for those of you that are still interested. Okay, I'm going to show you guys there for those of you that are still interested, because you're going to be gaining access to our chat room where the mods and I share our screen with you during the day. We're live on the microphone, calling out our trades in real time. We're with you from pre-market till after hours. You guys can use our mobile app that lets you stay connected to chat even though you're not in front of your computer. As long as you can play music at work, you can participate in chat and get real-time push notifications whenever a mod enters or exits a trade. You're also going to get 2 small private study group sessions, your chance to get individual attention from one of our mods to speed up your learning curve. You get the Benzinga Pro news feed, which gives you live breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of chat. TradingView's premium charting software. Okay. All of these things are included free with your membership. You do not have to pay extra for them. Trade Ideas scanner as well. Industry standard. We'll show you what stocks are making new highs, new lows, and which ones have a surge in volume. Okay. All of this is free with your membership. You do not have to pay anything extra for it. Then you will also get to use our simulator that will let you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data. Our own scanner that will also let you scan for crypto, in addition to options flow, unusual options activity, and dark pool data. Stuff that used to only be available to professionals, now at the fingertips of my TeachD fam. A trading performance journal will track your trades and give you statistics to show you what you're doing wrong so you guys can make adjustments. Okay. TTG's watch list and game plan every day. We're going to publish a watch list. All right. Every day we'll publish a watch list so you guys can see what stocks the mods are focusing on and how we plan on trading them. Then you're going to be looking at analyst ratings. Okay. Analyst ratings. You will be able to get unlimited analyst ratings. Okay. On any stock that you're interested in, you can download a PDF report and you can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on a particular stock. Then you guys get our courses. Our courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. There's beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it. We've got in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. There are no VIP pro courses that cost more money after you join. Every single course is included with your membership for just the $1,100 here tonight. Remember, the price goes up tonight, and then by Monday, we're up to $1,150. Then you guys have a video library that covers a bunch of different a bunch of different webinars and workshops, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, just to name a few. And then you can attend all those workshops live. You can attend all those workshops live once you become a full-time member. That's it, folks. It's time you guys invest in something real. I can't guarantee you millions of dollars. I can't promise you success, but I can promise you a real chance of developing the skills needed to become successful, as long as you're willing to put in just a little bit of effort. And I can promise you that if you do not make the $1,100 back at least once after going through our courses, quizzes, and attending a study group, you will get double your money back. We'll give you $2,200 in return. All right. You have to go to ttgoffer.com right now. Use the code TTG121. If you're still unsure, we've got a 7-day trial. You guys can go to ttgthree.com. Again, that is ttgthree.com. If you guys want to join our 7-day trial, it's totally free. No credit card information required. Name and email is all that it takes. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Turn on your notifications. Make sure you never miss out on these lives.